This place is called Dongsi O A Chuan. So it is an oyster omelet place. Oh, you can see crispy, gooey oysters in the center. And it's a really popular place. And we're gonna see how she makes it before we eat an oyster omelet. Probably eat some extra oysters, and they also do oyster soup here as well. I think oyster omelet might be one of the most famous foods from Taiwan as well. Of course, there's many variations, but how they make it is they first have the bucket of oysters, which are in a batter already. She ladles that onto the hot plate, lets that cook. And then after that, she has another bucket of another batter, which consists of a variety of starches. It's very white, and that definitely has some thickness and some stickiness to it. She kind of dripping it in very rhythmic and very like pattern oriented, so it has a different, so probably that provides some of the texture. And then she whips up the eggs, drizzles those onto the top. Adds on some vegetable, and then she flips it over. Then serves it to you with a puddle of sauce in the center. That's a unique version. What an oyster omelet. And then we also got a couple of their other side dishes. They have some of the blanched oysters with garlic oil and ginger, and soup with oysters as well and ginger as well. Okay, here we go. Let's try it. And the sauce is a mixture of tomato, miso, and let's dig in. That's like a whole puddle of sauce too. Oh, you can see crispy, egg, gooey, oysters in the center, and sauce all in one. Making sure to get some of these oysters in that bite too. Hot and fresh. Oh wow, it's crispy and oily and gooey, and the oysters melt in your mouth. And the batter in the egg is crispy and runny all at the same time. There's so many textures in that. Sauce is a little bit sweet and nutty and tomatoey. There's so many things going on in your mouth. And then also, really strategically, the way that she fries it and drizzles on the ingredients and the starches, it creates the outside is really crispy. The inside you can see is almost pudding, custardy, gooey, but that's really the strategy. Delicious. Let's try some of their chili sauce. This is some of their homemade chili oil. Oh yeah, I'll add this over here. Oh, with the chili oil, that takes it to the next level. A little bit of heat, and then there's that fragrance of the oil, the contrast, the sweetness. Okay, we have a couple more oyster dishes that we have to try. Let's try the oyster soup while it's hot and fresh. A little bit of basil in here, a lot of ginger, and that broth, that oyster broth. And maybe shallots or garlic. It is so simple and just so clean tasting. The pureness of the oysters, the broth, and I love those really thin slices of ginger that makes it. And the basil in here is delicious. So, the last oyster dish, I think these are blanched, quickly blanched, and then seasoned, just drenched in oil. It's either garlic oil or shallot oil. Beautiful plump oysters. Let's try it first, but definitely, oh, there's ginger on the bottom too. Yes, excellent. They're actually cooked perfectly, just kind of like half cooked, so they're really still juicy and plump. Oh wow. That is so good. Salty, oily ginger. Either shallot oil or garlic oil, which is so fragrant. Just infused. And then those really thin slices of ginger. That adds so much flavor. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, this will be the perfect combination. Some of this chili oil. Oh yeah. And reach down, scoop down for that ginger combination. Wow, that's good. Oh man, with that extra chili oil, those melt in your mouth oysters. And the ginger. Wow. What a combination. All three dishes. Oh man, delicious down to the last oyster. Fantastic place in Taipei.